Eastrip is a flagship initiative funded by the World Bank and the governments of Kenya, Ethiopia, and Tanzania. It aims to transform the technical and vocational education and training TVET landscape by addressing skill shortages and mismatches in the region. The project's strategic context is anchored in Africa's push for economic diversification and industrial transformation. Meeting the demand in sectors such as energy, transport, manufacturing, and ICT requires more than isolated country efforts, calling for a collective regional response. Initiatives like the Northern Corridor Integration Projects, NCIP, the Central Corridor Transit Transport Facilitation Agency, and wider economic integration efforts in sub-Saharan Africa have boosted demand for educated and skilled labor. Eastrip is therefore positioned as both a TVET transformation initiative and a driver of industrialization, youth employment, and deeper economic integration in East Africa.
What we are doing in TVET is ensuring that young people are trained to be able to industrialize this country, because without the skills, industrialization will not be achieved. We want to make sure that our young people have the requisite skills to be able to industrialize this country, which is what is the better plan, or Vision 2030 for that matter. And like I've already said, Eastrip has ensured that we have access. We have the institutions as well as the equipment to be able to skill our young people to be able to handhold this country to the next level of development.
We have a total of 16 institutions in the 3 countries. In the Republic of Kenya, we have 5 institutions. In the United Republic of Tanzania, we have 4 institutions. And in the Federal Republic of Ethiopia, we have 7 institutions. The 3 countries implementing the project have to work together in terms of regional integration, in terms of exchanges, in terms of learning from each other, with a view to harmonize TVET issues at the regional level.
The project strengthens the capacity of 16 regional flagship TVET institutes, RFTIs, to deliver market-relevant programs, enhance industry linkages, and foster regional integration. Priority focus sectors include transport, energy, manufacturing, and ICT across 3 countries. In Kenya, the project is implemented in 5 regional flagship TVET institutes. Kenya Coast National Polytechnic with focus on marine transport and port logistics. Kisumu National Polytechnic with focus on textile and garment making. Meru National Polytechnic with focus on infrastructure and building technology. Kenya Institute of Highways and Building Technology with focus on infrastructure and highway technology. Kenyan Geothermal Training Center with focus on geothermal, oil, and gas.
We were able to write an award-winning proposal for funding, and initially we got an award for 1.5 billion Kenya shillings, although it was scaled down to 1.08 billion Kenya shillings for the Meru National Polytechnic, and the project has been actualized, and we are happy to say that we are way away in terms of its implementation.
Each had to identify a thematic area of excellence, and for Kibi this area was in highways technology. So I selected to be built as an RFTI or Center of Excellence in Highways Technology. So it kind of broadens our perspective from simply the technical part of construction of the road, but anything that deals with highways and roads, it's within our mandate then to train. And it gave us more now of a regional mandate, not just a national mandate.
The courses we offer did not initially include courses in the maritime sector, because this is a new field that you'll appreciate in that in the regional environment, there is very limited access to the maritime sector. Now, Kenya Coast National Polytechnic is going to be one of the premier institutions that are going to be offering this. So, what it means is that trainees are capable of accessing opportunities in the maritime environment. That's in terms of port logistics, is about cruise ship opportunities.
Through this project, we have been able to upgrade our facilities, and that is the main component that is being funded by Eastrip. We have accommodation facilities that will be able to take in more than 140 students, 70 female and 70 male.
The project development objective is to increase access and improve the quality of TVET programs in the selected RFTIs, while also supporting national TVET reforms and regional integration. Key milestones have been realized since commencement of the project to strengthen the enabling environment for TVET transformation and ensure effective project implementation. Moreover, a regional policy framework on TVET integration was produced to harmonize practices across East Africa.
The key milestones have been: one, increasing access for trainees to get opportunities to train in skills that are relevant to industry. At the same level, the institutions have developed curricula that is relevant to industry needs. Still, at the institutional level, we have also been able to do infrastructure development. It is not just buildings. Equally, we have provided equipment to these institutions to also enable them to train better within the infrastructure that is provided, and even the general setup of the institution. Finally, I would also want to say that still at the institutional level, we have been able to provide linkages with other institutions, other countries. They have been able to benchmark with the best in order to be able to train well. At the national level, the Eastrip project has supported the national TVET system in terms of developing policies, in terms of supporting government initiatives that are geared towards providing opportunities for the youth to train, providing an opportunity for the State Department to be able to address the TVET needs. At the regional level, I want to say that the Inter-University Council for East Africa has helped not only the institutions but also the national systems to work together to create regional integration.
The Eastrip project has given us quite a mileage. One, the infrastructure is a big asset to us, and at a cost of 394 million, we were able to put up the learning factory, the administration block, and the hostel block. That facility is fully furnished with equipment. We have the machines, we have the computers, we have the general furniture fittings within that structure. When it comes to staff development, all our staff have been trained on development of competency-based education and training being funded by the Eastrip project.
Basically, we are required to implement a project as per the project appraisal document, which stipulates the subcomponents. One among them is strengthening of the governance and management, in upgrading of the infrastructure, training of trainers, development of curriculum in CBED model, and then collaboration, that is partnership with the industry and also partner institution, and finally outreach to non-TVET projects.
With the Eastrip project, we have been able to achieve a number of things. One of them, strengthening governance and management within the institute because of the funding. So we have been able to train, we have been able to share with different organizations. We've been able to develop an ISO certification processes. We've been able to develop the strategic plan for the institute, which has streamlined the governance and management. Within the Eastrip project as well, we've been able to achieve training of teachers and managers who are responsible for running different operations of the institute, which are related to training and capacity building. We've also been able to develop a number of programs, both academic, long-term programs, and also short-term programs that we use to build capacity of the road subsector and also the entire infrastructure sector in Kenya and the East African region. Then we've also been able to have upgrading of key training infrastructure as well as training equipment.
Eastrip project has been transformational to Kenya Coast National Polytechnic. Among the key achievements is an improved enrollment of students from a baseline of around 73 students to about 3,400 students cumulatively at the moment. We've been able to improve our employability rate from about 43% in year one to the current one, which is at 80.3%. We have worked closer with the industry at the moment. We have a strong industry advisory board, and our training is mostly geared towards the industry needs because of Eastrip initiatives. Our staff have improved a lot in terms of their capacity, both in terms of pedagogical capacity and also skills. And this has led to the high number of graduates who are getting jobs out of the market at the moment.
We have 3 objectives. One of them is to increase access in technical education. The second one is to improve the quality of technical education. And the third one is to enhance regional integration. We've done a lot at Eastrip to ensure that we achieve the 3 objectives, particularly under the access to technical education. I want to say that we have done well. We have increased the student population under the enrollment from a baseline of 1,200 students to the current number of students, which is 3,557. This is a big achievement, just considering that this one is only in one department. Again, we have improved the number of enrollment of students, particularly the gender-based students. We have improved the number of female students in this department. We have also done a lot to ensure that we have created many programs under the long-term and the short-term programs. In improving the quality of technical education, we've also done very well at the Eastrip, because we have developed quite many number of industry-led curriculums. We have developed 9 long-term curriculums at the Eastrips, and we have developed 14 short-term curriculums at the Eastrip.
This particular project at the Kisumu National Polytechnic aims at training in the textile technology value chain, even as we enthuse it with income generation through real-time productivity and mixing theory to practice through classroom work as well as real factory setting. Through strengthening of governance, we have been able to come up with almost 32 policies for the institution. We have been able to review the strategic plan for the institution.
In the area of capacity building, standards and curricula, 18 occupational standards and packaged curricula were developed or reviewed. New accredited programs were developed, including both long-term and short-term courses in priority sectors.
Through this project, we're able to design and develop 7 long-term programs, and these were accredited by TVET SIDAC, and 17 short courses. Of course, we plan to develop additional 6 long-term programs and 15 short courses.
Initially, as an in-house training facility, we didn't have a curriculum in place. So with the support of the bank, we are able to develop the programs which have been approved by TVETA, and we are now mounting 2 programs to pilot, that is geology technology and energy project management.
In strengthening governance and management, we have capacity built our top management, the members of the governing council, particularly in taking them in international benchmarking. The skills that we attained from the Arab Academy have been used to ensure that our students are given more technical skills as compared to our earlier training where we were very theoretical. We've been having skills gap which have been addressed in the curriculums that we have developed. We have also ensured that the programs that we have developed again address the problem of shortages in job requirements.
Under this project, we have been able to procure a number of construction plants, which some of them have also been able to increase our enrollment. Also, I would like to mention that we've done a number of programs within outreach and support to non-project TVET institutes. We've been able to have an affirmative action where we've been able to launch a scholarship program which targeted the female students. We've also been able to achieve outreach to the counties which really need some of our training programs.
We started from zero. We did not have students in this area studying. We are a niche institution because there is no other institution that is training in a real-time manner in a technical field for textile technology from end to end. So we don't have many. We have had only 601 from zero.
When we started Eastrip, we have been able to develop 11 accredited programs which have gone through all the accreditation processes and also have been verified by the independent verifier from World Bank. And additionally, we've also started IMO model courses, which is STCW basic courses, which stands for Standards for Training, Certification and Watchkeeping Programs.
My name is Cyprian Soibe. I'm the Clerk of Works and the Safeguards Officer for the proposed construction of the Maritime School at Kombani in Kwale County. The project is financed by the World Bank through the Ministry of Education, State Department of TVET. The facility comprises of a maritime center that has the admin wing, the lecture theaters, the library, the computer lab, the workshops, and also classrooms.
A consultancy on interinstitutional frameworks was contracted and another on skills mapping was awarded, with inception, progress and preliminary reports already submitted, while industry advisory committees were formed to support curriculum validation, internships and career guidance.
We want in TVET to train from industry, with industry and for industry. What we mean by this is that we want to pragmatically go to industry, be able to inquire from them and to identify the training gaps that exist in industry. And then together with industry, we are able to craft the young people in our institutions so that they actually go back to those industries now to perform what it is that we have been able to train. Eastrip has held the department in the sense that the team that is responsible for identifying industry gaps that we now go ahead and train. Remember, with the curricula that Eastrip has already handheld the department to develop, they are also now supporting the team that is in industry, identifying the gaps in training within industry.
What we did is to connect Kenya Coast with the employer and make sure that we'll also assist them to look at the career which they are teaching here. Is it a long course or short? And we made sure that that we will connect them and make sure that they have opportunity like other people, because the Kenya Coast was not involved a lot with the maritime. This was their first time, and we have seen the achievement of being there as the advisory board to assist Kenya Coast Polytechnic.
As an industry, first of all, we have actively participated in even formulating the current curriculum. We have been through the process, and also we have been contributing our ideas towards the same.
We link the gaps between industry and the institution. It is good that Kisumu National Polytechnic, through Eastrip project, came up with the idea to have industry advisory board when they'll be implementing the project of Eastrip Textile Technology Center, whereby we will be communicating through industry and the needs of institution.
The main role of the Industry Advisory Committee is to actually bridge the gap between the education, practice, and policy, and that is what we do well. With this, we're able to advise the KIBIT into the emerging trends. So we're able to also advise on curriculum and actually be able to advise them on actually what is required for the curriculum and actually what is actually trending.
Significant achievements have also been recorded in the regional flagship TVET institutes, RFTIs, focusing on strengthening institutional capacity, expanding industry linkages, improving training facilities, and enhancing the quality and relevance of TVET programs.
Eastrip has already started creating impact in this region and beyond. If you go to Building and Civil Engineering Department, you will find that we have a significant number of trainees who have completed universities and they have come to the Meru National Polytechnic to acquire hands-on skills in those areas.
When the equipment for Eastrip was installed, the new equipment, we did not recruit new staff. We have trained our own staff, 22 in number. Those are the trainers from the textile department, and then we are going to have another set of 10 technicians from the mechanical engineering department under plant production. So when we have 22 plus the 10, that will be a staff of 32. Our requirement for that facility was 25 staff. So if we have 32, then we are well staffed.
The Eastrip project has been able to support us in terms of linking us to industries, industries in the maritime environment. We have forums that we are now able to access and participate, which we didn't have before.
This project is helping us break the traditional barriers and open doors towards easy communication and interaction. And when skills part come in within this kind of context, it's helping unify all of us as a people and as a region. It does not matter whether you're trained from Uganda, from Tanzania, from Ethiopia, from Madagascar. Since we've harmonized the training, it means you can work anywhere.
In terms of institutionalizing industrial linkages, student exchange programs were conducted and partnerships signed with industries and academic institutions across East Africa.
My name is Richard Mabule Kalama, former student at Kenya Coast National Polytechnic. I did diploma in maritime transport and logistics. I was awarded a scholarship by World Bank through Eastrip project to study certificate in international shipping practice at Dar es Salaam National Institute of Transport, and currently I'm doing my intern at Express Shipping Logistics as a shipping agency.
I'm Joseph Mtuna Mongare. Nimetoka Nakuru County, a student here at Meru National Polytechnic. I'm one of the beneficiaries of the exchange program which took place here at our school, and I got a chance to go to Dar es Salaam where I acquired several skills.
I benefited through the Eastrip project. One, because I got a chance to participate in an exchange program where we were learning and being taught with the Tanzanian teachers, and also we were learning together with those students from Rwanda. The Kisumu National Polytechnic and the exchange program has prepared me well for my career, from a student to an attaché and finally having my own workshop. I am 100% confident in my career and the skills so far I've gained, even through the internship and the attachment I've undergone.
Alumni associations were launched and institutes actively showcased their programs in exhibitions, trade fairs, and career forums.
We expect to have collaborations with industry, mainly so that we may have benefits of our students having employment, because we want to train for them what they really need in the market.
At the end of the day, industry needs a lot from the institution when it comes to these students who are learning to be good designers, or to the textile department. When they understand what industry wants, it is very easy for them to achieve their skills, or to improve their skills in what they are doing.
We're sure there's a linkage through now our interactions, like we actively communicate with the industry and also advise on the TVET on what curriculum is actually relevant.
We have managed as a board to make sure that they have an MOUs. You know, in the shipping industry, if you don't have a MOUs, your people will never get advantage of getting those opportunities.
We have partnered with quite a number of institutions, and the idea is to, of course, enhance collaboration. And of course, for the TVET institutes, this will enhance, exchanges, student exchanges.
Staff were supported in development at PhD, masters, and short course levels, and staff exchange programs were implemented with Ethiopia and Tanzania, leading to co-development of curricula, while international training opportunities were accessed in countries such as China and Germany.
We have had an opportunity to give scholarships to both master's, PhD levels, for the trainers to be able to gain insights in their areas of expertise and be able to offer quality training.
We were the first group who went for staff exchange in Ethiopia. We went to General Winget National Polytechnic. The main objective of that staff exchange was just to see how they do their things there, especially on the curriculum, so that at least we can come and harmonize and see if we can do the same thing as a one institution.
I went to train trainers in Uganda Technical College, Rira, on March 2025. They requested us to go and train their students on plant operator. We introduced a new curriculum, but it was lining with their programs. For example, on their training, they don't train on the model town board, but their roads are similar with us, with our roads here in Kenya. So we introduced the model town board and the highway code, which they don't use there.
I was able to go for an exchange program to Arusha Technical College with 25 trainees. I was the only trainer in charge of the 25 trainees. The trainees were from mechanical department and electrical engineering department. Yeah, the major issue was on regional integration, as well as we were able to be exposed to the various teaching methods done in Tanzania, Arusha Technical College. So through the exchange program, I was able to benefit by upskilling my knowledge on methodologies of training. And our trainees are also able to benefit from the same, because now they came out of that place knowing how to do, they acquired a number of skills. They are now able to do a number of practicals, unlike before they went there.
I am a beneficiary of the Eastrip program. I was among the first cohort who went to China. I undertake Masters in Design and Construction of Naval Architecture from China. And from that program, I can say I was equipped with the necessary tools and methodologies as pertains to training, and especially in maritime industry.
Back in 2022, I was involved into an exchange program where we went 25 of us to Tanzania, Dar es Salaam to be specific, DIT, and we went to learn 3D modeling and animation in relation to film technology. And since I took that course there and came back, I really learned a lot from there. And from that place, I came back and ventured so much into it. And today, as we speak, I've also founded a company called Zanctix Digital, where we do the same skills I learned there. Now we do it as a service also.
I benefited from the Eastrip in a training in Arusha Technical Training Institute, whereby we were able to see how the delivery of the CBET curriculum is done in the Arusha Technical Training Institute. We were able to learn a lot of things, including how they deliver their practicals there, also even the part of the theory.
I went to Arusha Technical College in Arusha, Tanzania, to participate in a staff exchange program where I trained renewable energy engineering at the college. I made many friends, and that is the spirit of regional integration, which is one of the core visions of the project.
At Arusha Technical College, I trained in two major areas. One was in hydraulics and pneumatics, and the other one was in refrigeration and air conditioning. I gained skills personally, especially on how to design hydraulics and pneumatic system, whereby we use the first of software to help us design a system that is able to withstand the pressures and the loads that are expected in a certain machine.
I took pedagogy training at Dedan Kimathi University of Technology. I did it for 9 months, and we were able to do a diploma in TVET. I'm now able to deliver to the students. I've been able to get skills on how to develop an individualized training program, whereby you look at students and you don't teach them as a group.
I did the pedagogy training at Dedan Kimathi University of Technology Engineering, and it was very intensive. You could literally see the students lighting up as you spoke to them, as you engaged skills that you had learnt in class, and you're practicing them on the students the first, second time that you met. You could literally see the change and the interest going up.
I went for the exchange program in Zambia, and the program took about 3 weeks, and I was able to interact with other trainers in that center of excellence named Kafui Coach Training Institute. Through the exchange program, I have been exposed to a number of diverse training methodologies, which has expanded my toolkit, and this has made my sessions to be more interacting, more engaging, and to be more learner-centered. Just by being part of the Eastrip program has raised my profile as a trainer in the energy sector.
We are here to experience sharing on Eastrip project between Hawassa Polytechnic College and Kisumu National Polytechnic College. We expect a lot of things from here, as knowledge and skill transformation, also about the curriculum, is because here in Ethiopia is different curriculum, so we want to see the difference between there, then also about the regional integration, so we expect this and other things.
Besides transforming TVETs and addressing skill gaps, communities also benefit through expanded economic opportunities.
The Eastrip project is not only being implemented in one institution, but there's a multiplier effect on the institutions that are mentored by the flagship TVET institutions. So I would say that the local communities get that. Also, the skilled labor force within the local communities get an opportunity to work within the Eastrip project. I would also want to add that in the employment of people within the Eastrip project, opportunities given to the local communities.
My role is to ensure that there is some good relationship between the company and the surrounding communities, who are actually our stakeholders. So the Eastrip project has impacted very positively on the community around here, especially when it came to jobs. When they were making the main constructions, our office ensured that the local community around here benefited.
Families see their children employed locally and regionally, Businesses access trained professionals, and women and youth are empowered with new pathways to financial independence.
With the project, after it's complete, we are hopeful that it is going to get many students and with and also the staff, and with them within, the business, the economy within will grow, because we have businesses outside the compound. We also have hostels, and we expect that the students will go and rent there. So it will impact the society.
This project has helped me through gaining salary, which has helped me to improve my business there around.
Bile basari tulipata kupitia kwa Kengen, kwa ofisi ya Lason, ambayo ndio ushirikiano kubwa sana kwa community, na tukakuja kupata hizo matunda ambayo tumepata. Wakati tulipata hiyo basari kupitia hiyo contractor, tulifurahi sana. So kwa mimi nashukuru sana kwa Kengen, nashukuru World Bank, sababu hiyo watoto walisomesha mpaka walilipia mwaka mzima. Kitu ya pili, mradi tumefaidika sababu watu wengi ya hii kijiji wameajiriwa wengi sana, na wamepata kazi, na wamefanya mpaka sasa bado wengine wako kwa hiyo site.
Hapa niko na muda wa miaka mitatu, na karibia miaka mitatu tokea nianze hapa. Nashukuru mradi huu umenisaidia sana kwa sababu nimepata ajira, nimetunza vijana wangu, nimewasomesha, nashukuru, na pia nimetangamana na watu wa aina tofauti tofauti ambao tumejuana. Yule yuko na mambo yao na mimi niko na mambo yetu, sasa tunaunganisha tu pamoja, tunaelewana, nashukuru.
This project actually it has benefited most of us and actually the whole community. When we look like the man skill used in the project, most of the people who are there, they are our people. These people, when they come here, they have to get a house, and which they benefit the landlords with the rent. On the business community, people mostly in the hotels, they have to take their lunches from these people, and so it is a good project. On even the border sector, when they go to their places, they usually use the border. This project actually is a project of the community. It is benefiting the community 100%.
Future plans under the project include completion of ongoing construction, equipping and curriculum development in the regional flagship TVET institutes, RFTIs, deepening industry partnerships, scaling up cross-border enrollment and exchange programs, supporting the operationalization of the learning factory models within the regional flagship TVET institutes, RFTI, for sustainability.
Eastrip has been able to come up with an ecosystem that is enough to actually provide commercialization within our institutions, and that will speak into sustainability. Secondly, we have talked about the preparation of the curricula, which will go on, will continue to be used by the institution whether or not the project is going on. We have talked about the preparation of the trainers. These trainers will be able to continue training in the institution or even training others, so that we already have the TOTs within the institutions. And finally, the young people that we are already training within this program will be the future of our institutions after the project is over.
The Eastrip project has been very, very instrumental at Kenya Coast National Polytechnic in accelerating the vision of the Kenya's Blue Economy agenda, because Kenya Coast has been vetted as one of the center of excellence in maritime, transport and port logistics.
The equipment that we have received, we will be able to train not only the students at the Polytechnic, the others, because we shall be able to extend it even to those Tibet institutions that are not under this project.
We greatly appreciate and we call upon World Bank to come and partner in other projects, and we are grateful for this major project. This is Eastrip.
By the end of the project, it is expected that regional flagship TVET institutes will have at least double the enrollment, and more than 75% of the graduates will secure jobs within 6 months of graduation. Further, the regional flagship TVET institutes, RFTIs, will have sustained capacity to deliver market-validated long-term and short-term training programs.
We are looking at this project beyond December 2026, and this is an issue that we started with from the very beginning.
We want to tell the World Bank that we are absolutely grateful for hand-holding us in the TVET sector. World Bank has been a very good partner in doing what we have been able to do, and the ecosystem between us and the World Bank has been pride for this department, and my request going forward is that we stay together, because that way we are going to be able to continue developing this space, and we are going to continue ensuring that more and more Kenyans are skilled, they get the requisite skills, like I have said, to be able to push this country to the next level. As a department, as a ministry, as Kenya, we are very grateful to the work that we have been able to work, and we look forward to having a much longer work together.